I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I am not. I am not sorry. Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. Being with someone of Orwell's character is quite draining. Everything is my fault, and everything will be my fault. My little cross came off. Orwell does not have a chance in hell. What between his need and the way he justifies it. Oh my God. This is a target. This is a target product. I only buy Target if I have to. I'm glad Target, you give a lot to charities. You should. You're making good money. Suffice, everywhere I have gone with Orville, a crack whore with her pip will show up. These audacities are protected by the police on Olympia, or they would not walk. They would not be. I've been here since November 2004. How many times? Right at the doorstep, at the back of the door of the Sheridan building, a Hispanic man, boy, he's a boy, he's just a little boy, peddling his little hole. On Menlo, mind you, the police are right here. On Menlo and 11th. On Menlo and Pico. The same pimp. The same pimp. He must be Union. The same pimp. Followed Orville with his whore and I was with Pat. I stood in front of the whore. Mexicans, you're nasty. I'm so glad I'm not a Mexican. Yo soy mexicana honrada. Then, on my carpet park, again, a pimp and a crack hole. These people know Orville. Then at the dispensary on 11th and Veranda, the crack whore was chauffeured there. They cleaned her up because she had just gotten out of Good Samaritan. She looked like shit. Mexicans, you don't age well after you live your life the way you do. It is your reward from your God, Lucifer. Suffice, the pimp was amused that I was in disdain of this hole. What is she? One of Orwell's bucks? Everybody has fucked Orwell. Everybody. So he don't have a chance. He really don't. He needs to smoke ganja just as bad as I do. The only difference is I will not. I will take care of the bills first. Orwell did something very stupid last week. Very stupid. I called Orville repeatedly. I want the phone off. Why? Because he calls Leviticus or whoever brings him in his drugs. They bring him up. The place is like this. It's easy. It is easy to access the lie that is Ramona Senior Housing. I cannot control Orwell with me there. This is just a futile attempt. I'm going to go all the Grace Apartments this morning, but I know it's too expensive. I know he will help me move. I know he will. All weekend, it was just horrid. It was just horrid. All weekend. And that Muslim homosexual, because he is a homosexual. Police, are you going to arrest me because I say he's a homosexual? They call me a man. Will you arrest them for calling me a man? That Muslim homosexual witnessed Orwell beating me because he said so. Surprise. The idea of paying rent 1 more month in a place that I have never been welcome. Alright. Who has said go to Los Angeles Police Department of Springer Hood, USA, Koreatown, that they're able to harass disparity? The cops allow whores to peddle their STDs. The cops allow pimps to work unhindered. I mean, they come and stand in broad daylight. It was morning. I ain't gone to see Pat. What's wrong, cops? You don't know your pimp when you see him? He's been here. I've seen him since 2004. Cops allow children to get fucked. Little girls. And do nothing about it. Cops allow hate crime and do nothing about it, like LGBTQ. Now they have decided, because this cannot be you, Mayor Eric Garcetti. It doesn't make sense. Why are the vendors on Westmoreland being prosecuted. Why? Persecuted. Why? Immigration hasn't changed. It has not been addressed. Who has given the police department permission to terrorize disparity? Who? Eric, hold up. The raids should be at the corporation, not on the streets where people are making pennies. Centavos. Audacity. Your priorities are screwed. No wonder our world is a mess. Honorable Mayor Garcetti, stop this audacity. You have rogue cops like you did in Rampart. Stop harassing the street vendors. They're not peddling STDs or drugs. They're not pimps or whores. There are mamas, they're fathers, with children. Not like the children here on Eldon, oh my God. They're being taught how to walk hate cars. They're being taught how to harm the old. Honorable Mayor Garcetti, please stop the raids on the vendors. Y'all were doing real good about it. These people are making pennies. Pennies on the dollar. And that dollar goes back into the community and the schools and the money, the things they purchased and procure. Honorable Mayor, stop this audacity. We as a nation has taught Hispanics how to hate. How to hate. We were so mean to them that God sent Chavez. Well, that mean has greeted in salutations and greetings a hate that not even God comes near. You know, what y'all are doing is window dressing, like Congressman Becerra. I like his history. I like his face. I respect, I honor him. But fracking is bullshit, Becerra. And I have called your office, just like I have protested your office on Sunday. It was most fun. I couldn't walk, but I was there, wasn't I, Becerra? You're like Dianne Feinstein. You're like all elected leaders, Democratic leaders. The only leader we have that is honorable is Hussein Obama, 44th historically elected President of the United States of America, world leader that even put Putin in home training. Audacity, you Russian son of a bitch, you warmonger. But just like we can't help Ukraine, we cannot help Syria. We cannot help Afghanistan. We cannot help anyone but Kodosh Yisrael. Because pendejos, this nation was built upon the belief of Christ. Christ is Jewish, was and will be Jewish, the only man of flesh. The rules at the right side of God are set in heaven as God. Yesterday I heard last night on Hannity or whatever about how millennium children don't care for religion. Who wants to go into let me talk about Easter. How long does it take me to prepare for grace, for resurrection? I even took that bastard's suit to be dry cleaned. Made him buy shoes. First pair of shoes he's ever owned in his miserable life. Orwell reads the Bible. He took me up to the top of the stairs on pretext we can see better. But yes, he can see better. Orwell cell phone. It's a new toy I have. But the thing is, Rick Warren, you're not bringing in the sheep. You're bringing in a San Francisco water closet. You know what I mean? The entire service, I had a Mexican hole on one side and a STD white trash on the other. God is not being forgotten. God is being thrown away. And segregation will continue to rise. I say it and I say it again. I do not wish to be among you people. I do not. When my hands burn, I turned to Orville. I called him in. He's the only one I got to give testimony to. Orville said he did, that it was God burning me for my sins. All who Orville was intimate with in the 80s and 90s are dead. All of them. All of them. And all died of AIDS. Why Orville and I survived, I don't know. I don't know why he survived. I had one of the tenants, new tenants, a black woman. God. Long Beach. Wow. Wow. Long Beach. Wow. The black woman, because she was sent to me by those people that live there. She starts out the conversation because she was the one that I made Orwell unlock her door. She left her key in. She was telling me that she had run over someone. Every time I get into a conversation with one of these people throughout my life, I I don't know how to respond. I began to pray for the person she had run over. She said she'd never been in jail. Can you imagine this woman knocking on my door, bringing in oh my God, right now they have nursing homes where the people who reside in the nursing homes are harvested to beg for money. Rex Anderson, you're like Eusebio Braceto. You're like Eric Garcetti. You're like Dianne Feinstein, Barbara Box. You all, the harm. We had, again, another faggot. God, they multiply. We don't need no more homosexuals in America. We don't. We don't. We don't. I don't give a dang what you say. We bang them over. Oh my God, look at the ones we got already. You cannot alter scripture. You cannot change contract or law of God. This black woman was sent to me by those people there to question me about Audible. They already know about Audible. Like the homeless couple. The man first asked me how much I make. Continued to ask me, both of them. Or because it working closer, whatever the fuck that means. Then the son, oh my God, what a mess. Then the boy who wanted to fuck me tried to trick me to go into the park. Oh God, how stupid can you be? What walks in those nursing homes on Artesia will walk in that senior housing. Because that black woman will get drunk. She already knows them. They know each other. She will bring them in. Oh, so-and-so lives over there. How long before they'll be going door to door begging? How long? And that's Rex Harrison and Stacy and that Uncle Tom Neal. You're a liar. You're a liar. Instead of helping those broken children, advising them on buying property and starting a business, taking them off the street, I witnessed them trying to buy drugs there. I witnessed their hoes. Yet I am the harm like Karen Eldon. I'm not the harm. I'm your mirror, baby. Like millions of pastors like me, we are the mirror of your wrong. I have a lot of things to do this morning. I got to call Washington, D.C., and I want to put that on Gmail. I definitely want that. Because I have reached out to all of them, even you, Hussein Obama. Cabron, I may not have the green eyes, but baby, and I'm not gonna buy them. Help me, Lord. Help me to get into senior house. Protect us. I remember when I first got here, Orwell pushed me against the gate by the library. I'd gone to the library. He did it on purpose. And he told me, he says, I wish you'd do hard time. Hard time. I'm the only one that is ever given to him. Hard time. That is the International Refugee Mission's wish for a fellow minister. Hard time. Elizabeth Feldman demanded that Orwell come back. That bold dagger Linda even flew down from up north. I'm going to her hometown too. Just like in Poland. Because you know something? There's too much fraud in religion. Too many people making too much money. As the homeless grow, as the elderly are treated as I am, and then we got government, like these goddamn cops. Got these fucking cops. USA, Koreatown, Los Angeles, a progressive state of California, and S.A. me for a baby hole. That bitch followed me, just like the cops followed me, all the way to 7-Eleven. Yesterday at the dispensary at 900, the good girl, the good of the evil, before I even made it into the door, she must have told me at least 2 or 3 times to sign in. 900 Westmoreland. I am not a D student. I'm A+. I'm not fine arts, though I am an artist. I am science, I am physics. I am algebra, I'm plain geometry. I'm not dumb. She sounded like Orwell repeating herself, and I told her so. And I told her you're choosing wrong friends. The only thing I'm going to miss of 900 Westmoreland is the marks that my grandchildren have made there. They're screaming. Every time you see graffiti, gang marks, they're screaming. Because your programs are not working. They never will. Your schools, what are they? Education? At East Los Angeles Occupational Center, a black man who I gave a Dell to showed me in class, in Mr. Degg's class, his cock on his cell. Nothing was done about it. Nothing. The same nasty black man. They waited for Orville to come pick me up at lunch and showed it to Orville. Orville was furious. I told Diane Feinstein about it. She didn't give a fuck. Senator Feinstein, you're such a disappointment. Well, I have to make some calls. Did you notice the Muslim homosexual on the tape? He heard a woman getting beat right where he lives, number 5. Getting beat every day. And I mean beat like a man. And that Muslim homosexual, because he is Muslim, and he is a homosexual. That's not a hate crime. A hate crime is when some Mexican comes out and calls you puto. That's a hate crime. Anyway, I gotta call Orville to make sure his phone is off. Ain't that something? Victor would go to work. I would go to Gagnon. You see? It's great. It's an illusion. It's a delusion. Because it is his world, your world. Your world. A world where there's no place for the old. A world where there's no place for the sick. Y'all criticize the Republicans. Well, God dang it. I reside in the cream of healthcare. I have cardiovascular disease. I am not being treated. I have intense diverticulitis. I have a sigmoid vagina. Look up what sigmoid is. And Dr. Anger had the audacity to ask me why. Every day I lay in God's feet. I cannot change who you are or what you do to me. I could not when I was young and a child. I could not. Though y'all call me terrible names and blame me. I learned as a child I can change to nothing but escape in my mind. Growing up, I learned from Edgar Casey. I was still in grade school. I don't see no change. Orville will not change. It will get worse. Orville has it in his ability, in his hatred for me, to murder me. And I do push his buttons. I call him what he is. I am so angry because neither one of us has anything. I have it all. Anyway, I gotta get going. I gotta find out where these people are right now. Eric Garcetti, you're the only man that can stop the shit that's going on against my people. They are vendors earning pennies. Get these fucking cops off my people now. For every vendor that is terrorized, that is 20 whores you pick up and send back to where they came from. For every vendor trying to make an honest living that is terrorized by the cops, every pet will be picked up. Eric Garcetti, you can make this walk. Your cops are on my goddamn tool. Get these motherfuckers off my people. They gotta make some money. They couldn't make money all of the holidays. What kind of shit is this? You cops have a quota? Oh, that's right. Y'all got a quota to fill. How well we know your quotas. How many artistic children will you murder today, coppers? How many homeless will you terrorize for people like Ralph's on 3rd and Vermont? The homeless don't do shit to you. And yet these cops, oh, that Mr. Hub. Oh my God. Oh my God. Them people are audacity. I went in there with my shield, my international shield, to protest how they are. The horrid Mexicans. But to no avail. Nothing scares a Mexican unless it's the ICE, Inmigración. And I want to say this again. I had a Mexican shuttle driver of Ralph's on 3rd and Vermont purposely refused to take other customers. It was just he and I in a truck. I couldn't get out. And then he began his tirade. What's wrong with this country son los negros? Oh my God. Lo que es la problema con los Estados Unidos y que no tienen los huevos para mandar todo lo que es mal en los Estados Unidos para atrás para su país. What is wrong with the United States of America? It doesn't have the cojones to send back any and every immigrant who has harmed our society. In grace of God, honoring prayer. God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. What have you given the world? What? What have you given God? ¿Qué? Por favor, dígame. ¿Qué es el amor que tú das a tu Dios? Tu Dios. Because I've never met your God. This is a new start. Every day is a new start. What will you do? What will you do? In grace of God, honoring prayer. Blessed be in your audacity. I'm going to tell you about these cards. These are my cards. My tarot cards. These cards, I predicted death. I predicted death. I was stunned. Because though I see the evil of Lucifer, rarely do I predicted death. They've always brought me harm. They don't bring me harm anymore. I never had Tarot 101. This is my card. Empress. India called me a queen. God dang you goddamn immigrants. You got something to say, you say it. You want to call me a man, you motherfuckers. I can take it. I'm not Janet Moss. I can take it. Because y'all been calling me that since the day I was born. Next. I cannot see. It is called... No, I cannot see. I must read the card. This is reflection. Without saying this is universe. And this is revolt. This is not what will happen. This is one path that could walk. That could walk. Since a child, I learned I cannot change. I had to stay where I was as a child. I couldn't. What else could I do but take it? That was my learning. That was my teaching. To be able to be harmed and to go ahead. To go ahead. The harm will never leave. The harm will never leave. But suffice, that is a possibility. Blessed be. Blessed be in your ego and free will. Amen. Amen.